Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have our Chinese read along and we will continue from here. So he said, 因为我很无聊. 无聊 means boring or bored because I'm very bored. This was the last statement from the last lesson and we will continue. 上位是上说这种话也许有点奇怪。上位 means in the capacity of or as, and then we will see as what, as a death spirit, 说 to speak, 这种话 that kind of talk, 这种 that kind, 话 the talk, 也许 probably or perhaps, 有点 a little bit, 奇怪 we will learn quite early if you study conventional Chinese, so it means strange. That kind of talk for a death spirit might seem a little strange. So 说话 to talk, and we have 这种 in the middle. 我们不觉得自己活着. We don't think or feel 自己 means oneself, and 活 to live. So I would say he wants to say we don't consider ourselves living. 既是 means actually. 现在的时尚都很先平视睡睡午觉活着赌赌博 So in fact or actually now 现在 then we have the which makes it descriptive and then we have again death spirits though all very 很 and then we have 先平视 not busy. So at the current moment, the death spirits are not busy at all. And then we have the word for sleeping or napping. 午觉 literally means siesta. So sleeping during the middle of the day or 活着. And then we have the word for gamble. 赌赌博 to gamble. And we continue. 偶尔在死亡笔记上胡乱的写几个人类的名字的话，还会被笑话。你在用功什么？ So the first one here, 偶尔 means once in a while. 在 we had it before many times. It's for location. And then we have the location, which is the notebook, the death note. 上 in. 胡乱 means chaotic, actually, but maybe also randomly. 写 to write 几个人类 some humans 的名字 the names and then 的话 is a pattern means if so altogether if once in a while one writes down randomly some humans into the death note and now comes the second condition so to speak 还会 hai means like still 会 future aspect in this case or you have to 被 passive we had it before 笑话 to laugh 话 we had before to speak. So one does even get laughed at. We have the passive aspect. And then he has a statement from one of the others. This is why we have the little squares. What are you working so hard for? Yonggong means to study hard, to put something hard to use. So he wants to say, and if you write randomly some names into the death note, you will get laughed at and questioned. Why do you work so hard? Next one here on the right side. 我们自己生在世上界，就算杀了人间界的人，也没什么好玩的. The vocabulary should be all clear. We, 自己 oneself, and then we have 生. 生 is like body, the body, but it can also mean oneself or personally. It has many meanings. 在 to be. And then we have the spirit world. And then 就算 is a conjunction, a pattern if you want. Even if 杀了 to kill, people in the human world. First we have human world, 人间界 的 and then 人, people from the human world. Also not 没什么好玩. 好玩 means entertaining. So us being physically in the spirit world, even killing humans in the human world is not fun. 而且 besides that, again, 就算把死生界的人写在笔记上，他也不会死。Besides that, even if 把 construction I told you, it's putting the object before people in the spirit world, writing down people in the death note won't die, 不会死。我觉得在这里再比较有意思，再来的。I think, or maybe I thought, it's not clear. 在 in this case, it is not for local preposition, it is the verb to be. To be 这里 here. 在 can mean just or only. It has many usage. 比较 can mean quite. 有意思 be interesting. 再来的 and again 在 to come. I thought here it would be quite interesting to come. 你话术那么说你写了好多名字呀。话术 I found the translation although it's I think more rhetorical. So he wants to say if you leave it out, the 话术, it means you wrote down quite a few names already, quite a lot of names. 多 a lot. So I think he wants to say, but I must say you wrote quite a few names, quite a lot of names already here. So he's impressed. 我也很无聊. I'm also very bored. And he continues, 当然，刚一开始我也不相信的。当然, of course, this is a vocabulary that comes quite early in the game. 当然，一开始 from the beginning or at the beginning. 我也 I also 不 not 相信 to believe. So of course from the beginning I didn't believe it, or at the beginning I didn't believe it. 可是 but 这笔记有中 that notebook has, and again 中 a kind of, and then we have 魔力让人忍不住想用一次试试. This one here, I said it in my Japanese class last time. This kind of symbol here, it's almost always something magical, negative, awkward. So if you see this, you can think immediately something's not going well. Moli means magical power. Rang is a verb that comes later in the lessons, and it means to lead people to do something. It can mean to let someone do something or to lead someone to do something. So the magical power leads to people, 忍不住 not being able to stop, 想 to think about, 用 to use, 一次 one time, 试试 to try something. So of course I didn't believe it in the beginning, but this notebook has some kind of power that wants people to try it at least once. So he's by himself thinking about everything, and then he's like, 等一下, wait a second. 万一真的死了，我不就是杀人犯吗？万一 eventually 真的 really 死了 to die. So if they're really dying, it doesn't say they, we're just assuming. 我I不就是 am I not simply 杀人犯吗? A killer. So we have killing people commit a crime. So altogether, a criminal, a killer. 杀了也没关系的人，而且最好是跟我完全没有牵连的人。So killing 杀了也没关系的人 people with no relation, 而且 and 最好 the best way 是 to be in this case 跟我 with me 完全 total 没有 not having 牵连 involvement 的人 people. So killing people with no connection, or even better with people who have no involvement with me at all. 并且是马上便能知道也有没有死的人 and I should immediately 马上 know 他 he 有没有 is like a question, but it can also mean or not. So if someone is dying or not, 这么一说 I think it means speaking of or speaking that way, and then he thinks 真是太像魔术了. This really seems 像 magic or tricky, so it's really twisted. And then we have a news report, and the language in a news report is of course a little harder, so we will try it. 在新宿的繁华街，随意杀伤6人的歹徒，今天又劫持了 把命诱饵放鲍鱼圆作为人质. I'm almost sure this is fun, but to be honest, it's really hard to read, so it can mean something else, but I'm 99% sure it's that. If you have another opinion, let me know in the comments, please. 目前躲藏在这个托所里. So here we have a lot of new words. It's not easy. The grammar is okay, but the vocabulary makes it harder. 在 in or at, local preposition, and then 新竹 it's a location. 的繁华 busy, it can also mean flourishing, but in this case busy, 街 street, and then 随意 random, 随意杀生 to kill and to harm, 留人的 so harming and killing 6 people, and then we have 的. And the main thing we're talking about comes at the very end. 歹徒 evil doer or culprit maybe in English. So the culprit that in the flourishing street in Hsinchu who killed, harmed 6 people. 今天 today. 又 again. 劫持 kidnap. 了 past tense. 八名 8. And then we have Yoar, it's like kids or infants, childs, whatever. And then we have Bao Yu Yuan. So Bao Yu Yuan are the carer. So here we have this fun. I'm not even sure if it means that. It looks really strange from me. I don't find it. So fun means turn over, reverse, or turn against, or oppose. So I think he wants to say, because ranger at the end means hostage. So he again today kidnapped 8 kids and those taking care of them as hostages. He took them as hostages. I think it means that. If you have an idea about this here, I think it's fun, but I'm really not sure. I don't know. It looks strange to me. 目前 at the moment, 躲藏 hide oneself in that Soli place, which is tour a childcare in a childcare facility. 警方 the police. 判断 judge or decides. The criminal's name is 议员天九郎. That's the name. 42岁 无业 unemployed. 无业 no employment. And then we have again another new word. 游民 like a vagrant, a nothing doer, like that. So and then again they have here the name. 议员田 Qian Tian. Qian Tian the day before. So he writes down his name. 40秒后会心脏麻痹是吧? So after 40 seconds, it should come to a heart paralysis, right? Like this ba. It should be like that. 40秒了 40 seconds. 果然什么都没发生. 发生 to happen or to develop sometimes. So nothing, 什么 something, 都 all, and then negative 没. So the 什么 becomes negative. So and the opposite of something is nothing. So it means nothing happened, of course. Nothing happened at the end. But something did happen. Rangement 出来了. The hostages come out. 出 to go out. 来 to come. So come out. 大家是平度平安无事. 大家 everyone. And then 是 to seem or to appear. 平度平安 safely or safe. 无事 not having a thing, so it means 无事 not a thing. 人质出来后 the hostages coming out and afterwards 后 警察 the police 冲进 to rush in or to charge in 冲进去了. So after the hostages left, the police is storming inside. 犯人逮捕了吗? So this means like, is the criminal caught? 逮捕 to arrest, to take into custody. So will the culprit be caught? And we will see if or if not on my next lesson. Thanks for watching. I really enjoy doing these. Let me a feedback or a comment, a like. And of course, I appreciate you subscribing and interact with me. And I see you next week for my Japanese lesson and in 2 weeks for the next Chinese one. Bye bye.